And here we go, our first crew of the day coming in down here at Black Point, and let's see how our captain fares. So he's got a good approach angle, coming in fairly slow. He's going to pop it into reverse to brake check it, and our guy tosses the line across the tosses it across the dock, but there's nobody there. And Cap left it in gear, so they're reversing back out. He just finally puts it into neutral. Our guy does step onto the dock to grab the line, but again, now they've got to fix it up because Cap forgot the boat was in gear as it reversed right past him. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ranch channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting Point Marina. So Cap gets her back around. Is our guy going to get the step off on the stern? No, the stern kicks out on him. Has to walk forward. He's going to grab the pole. But this crew should be pretty good to roll from here. And here comes our next crew in on approach. So Cap's trying to bring her around, coming in a little hot. So he hard brake checks it out. I think he's got a motor down. I'm not 100% sure, but it kind of looks like it. It looked like only one motor was braking right there. So that may have been why he was coming in hot, was he only has control of one, so he's trying to use the power he has. So comes out of the brake check, back into forward gear, going to start turning toward the dock. And our guy asks her to step out of the way, and brake checks again. Yeah, it looks like one motor. And this is always tougher than it looks. When you've only got one motor on twin offset engines, things don't just handle the same as they normally would. So our guy's up in the bow, goes for the reach on the pole. I don't think he's got a line in his hand, though. Probably should have had that on the ready if they were coming in limping already. And he's going to get off and just grab the vessel. And nobody's really in a rush to try and get him a line either, as he just kind of sits here, and now he's barely hanging on as the boat's starting to try and drift away from him. He's having to hang on as hard as he can, and Cap had to go to the stern because their boat was about to hit the boat behind him. So they're trying to get the line. It looks like the line's not long enough. Of course it's not. And there we go. They finally got it. And he's going to get him pulled over, but here you can see they're still having to push off the boat behind him. As their guy will try and get it brought back over to the dock. And so here comes our next crew in on approach, as Cap tries to line it up. So our young lady in the bow, she's got a line, it looks like, in hand, so it looks like we've got at least one line on the ready as Cap brings her around. So starts to turn the stern over and in, and she's got a pole, and she's trying to hang on now. Our guy from the stern goes for the step off. For a minute, I thought our girl was going into the drink as she was holding onto the pole, but the bow was still trying to pull out on her. And here we got a crew struggling to get off the ramp, as you can see the smoke pull away from the tires that were just lit up. So we're going to get a couple people on the back of this thing and see if we can get a little weight and try and get this thing moving. And at this point, no, just some more tire spinning. So we may have to try and back this one down to see if he can get a little leverage and get a little bit of a running start, because he kind of looks at a dead stalemate right here. So the guy who was standing in the back is up there talking to the driver, but there you go. I would take this one into reverse, try and see if we can get a little weight off the truck and trailer here, and see if you can get a little bit of a running start. So here we go, and oh man, no, just lighten it up some more. And there we go. We're doing the hop on the tailgate again. And no, that's not getting us anywhere. So here we go, one more try with it. And it's starting to get a little grip as he's using the slow roll approach to try and make sure he doesn't spin the tires. And it winds up working. He gets just enough grip that he needs with that. And once again, it's not always just smashing the throttle. And our next boat comes in. And we've got lines on the ready, it looks like. Cap's trying to make his approach. And Cap's left the helm, and we got both the girls reaching for the poles. One of our girls about to go off on the bow. And now Cap hits the throttle, and the stern's going to kick out on him. So the young lady gets off on the stern. For a minute there, I thought we were going to have to kick out. She was able to get out just fast enough to grab it. And this crew should be good to roll from here. So our next crew's trying to load it onto the trailer. And that's not going as planned. Things are a little off right there as Cap's trying to get her on. So he trims the motor up on this one. And it looks like they finally have it lined up. And our guys over here trying to use basically the trailer as a way to get out over the water without getting wet, as he's trying to hook the bow line. Doing the old tightrope walk on the trailer to avoid getting his shoes wet. This one always can be a little interesting because you never know when somebody's going to wind up taking a fall when they're trying to do this. So right now he's on the other side of the bow stop, which is always a risky spot to be. At least Cap's got the motor off and trimmed up, so it's not quite so bad. And there we go. He's trying to work his way back around to the other side, and he gets back over there. And after several minutes, they were able to get this one winched up. And they're ready to try and get this thing pulled out of the water. And he winds up getting blocked by a truck and trailer up top as they were trying to pull forward. And winds up spinning tires just to get over the hump, but they should be good to roll and be able to get out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.